As a Kemetic energy healer, the most common blockage that I see in Black women is their sacral chakra. Now, sis, since we Black and we from the diaspora, we are going to refer to our ancient ancestors' language. So some of you may heard of sacral chakra before, but in the Kemetic culture and philosophy, we call that the Tekh Arit. Now, these are energy centers. They're wheels of energy that make up our life force. Now, when it comes to the Tekh Arit, that is our womb area. So we are going to get into it. So please grab your notes and let me cook, sis. Let me cook. So we are talking about a metaphysical system. Now, a lot of the ancient cultures and civilizations use this system to determine the holistic health of a person. Now, some of you may heard of the saying, as above, so below, as within, so without. What we deal with internally in our internal world manifests in our external world. What happens in the cosmos, in the sky, happens down here on earth. All of this is connected. We are connected. We are one with the earth and the universe is one with us. So this is metaphysical, this is spiritual, this is science. This is all of that in one. This is spirituality. So today we are going to talk about this from a Kemetic perspective. However, we're going to make it practical so that you can follow along with what I'm saying. So you got your notes yet? So we're going to talk about our energy center, specifically the Tekh Arit, also known as the sacral chakra, on different levels. So on the physical level, our Tekh Arit is associated with our sexual reproductive system. And so when we look at the energy centers or the Aritu, which will make up the chakra system, when we look at the Aritu on a physical level, it's connected with our endocrine system. And so in the endocrine system, when it comes to the Tekh Arit, that will be associated with our sexual reproductive organs, specifically our ovaries. And of course, if you are a guy, this will be associated with your testicles, but I'm talking to my sisters right now. Y'all could just listen or, get your lady to listen, what have you. Now, on an energetic level, it's associated with our creativity. We are the creators of life. We bring life, we birth life, we bring life into two different portals, from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. Now tell me that is not a powerful sister. We powerful. And we live in a world that try to tell us otherwise, but I digress. So our Tekh Arit is associated with our emotions, our creativity, our receptivity, sensuality, sexuality, pleasure. It's associated with our feminine energy. It's receiving and being and existing. That's what it represents spiritually and energetically. When I'm working with a Black woman as a client and I'm specifically focusing on her Tekh Arit, it's often due to some type of abuse or addiction that happened at some point in her life. And so she's held that energy in and is trapped within her hips. Now, the outcomes can happen in a couple ways. It can either be overactive or underactive. Now, when it's overactive, that means that that specific energy center is moving quickly, a little faster than it should. And when it's underactive, that means that the energy center is moving slower or not at all. So that means that it's blocked. It's either overactive or underactive. And so when you have an overactive or underactive sacral center, also known as the Tekh Arit, it creates disharmony within your sexual reproductive organs, your creativity, your sensuality. It can impact your life in your sexual life. It can impact your ability to emote and to express your emotions, to feel your emotions, and to connect with your emotions. The goal is to bring your Tekh Arit back into balance, back into harmony, so that you can be connected with yourself. Now, a lot of issues that Black women deal with when it comes to Tekh Arit issues are fibroids. Fibroids are disproportionately higher in Black women than any other group of women. So there's a health disparity when it comes to wound issues, specifically fibroids and other type of wound issues as well. It's due to overproduction of hormones from the food that we're eating, from the emotional eating, the stress, the fried foods, the meats, the dairy, and etc. It's also due to what we deal with in this nation, the aggressions and microaggressions. And it's also due to the trauma that has been passed down from generation to generation. So let's talk about epigenetics. This is the study of how our behavior and environments can cause changes in our gene expression when it comes to our DNA. Now, when it comes to epigenetics, essentially the behaviors that we partake in, so exercising, our diets, what we eat, the habits that we have, can be passed down from generation to generation. So for example, if you struggle with anger issues, you can pass that down to your children and your children's children, and that can be in your bloodline. So the work that we're doing, the healing that we're doing, is helping you change the trajectory of your bloodline. So we're breaking generational cycles by doing the work. So if you've come to me, if you landed on my page, there is a high chance and probability that your ancestors led you here because they know that you have what it takes to do the work and to break the cycles and to start the healing process and to continue the healing process. So I'm so glad that you're here. Think about it. Imagine recreating a new way of being for your bloodline. Even if you have children already, you can still create new habits and do different things and create a healthier environment for yourself. Because when you heal yourself, you heal those around you. And even if you don't have children and don't plan on having children, it's something that you can create for your legacy. We can remember you by the habits, by the environments, and the work that you've done on yourself. I say that to say, we are doing the work. We're healing. Our emotions are stored in our hips. Our trauma is stored in our hips. And when we open our hips, we move our hips, when we dance, it becomes magic. When we dance to music, we create a magical experience. We commune with our ancestors and we are healing our ancestors. And that connection is taking our power back. When we take care of ourselves, when we do the inner work, when we address our traumas, when we face those fears, when we move through the pain, even if we have to revisit the pain, when we move through the pain, we are turning that pain into power. And one thing that I'm good at is transmuting pain into power and helping you transmute that pain into power. You could take your power back because you are powerful and you come from powerful people. The same way generational cycles were passed down to you is the same way as generational power was passed down to you, and purpose and your ability to change the cycle and the trajectory of your bloodline. So sis, let's get to work because we got work to do.